At a young age, he fell from his family horse and hit his head, earning him the nickname Pencata. Little did anyone know that this seemingly harmless accident would be the catalyst for a lifetime of bloodshed and terror. Diogo Alves was born into a humble peasant family in Galicia in 1810. At the age of 19, Alves left his home and journeyed to Lisbon to work as a servant in wealthy homes. However, he soon fell into a life of gambling and drinking, and thought that a life of crime would yield more profits. In 1836, he requested to be transferred to work in a home situated on the Aqueduto das Águas Livres, also known as the Aqueduct of the Free Waters. This less than half-mile-long waterway allowed suburbanites and farmers to traverse the rural landscape from above, and make their way into the city. Although the majority of those who traveled to the city were farmers selling their harvests, Alves specifically targeted them. He would wait for them until nightfall along the aqueduct, and intercept them on their way home. It was not just the severity of his crimes that made Alves infamous, it was the way in which he killed his victims, that left a lasting impression on the people of Lisbon. After robbing them, Alves would fling his victims from a height of 60 meters, causing them to fall to their deaths, to make it appear as though it was. Between 1836 and 1839, he repeated this process some 70 times. Initially, local police attributed the deaths to copycat, which led to a temporary closure of the bridge. But break-ins began sprouting up among private residences, after Alves formed a gang of murderous robbers to target the wealthier residents of the city. For years, Alves operated with impunity, his crimes going unnoticed by the authorities. However, his luck ran out when he and his gang were finally caught and sentenced for the murder of a doctor and his family. After his capture and sentencing, Alves was hanged on February 19, 1841, along with his accomplice Celero. His crimes in the area earned him the chilling moniker, the Aqueduct Murderer. What sets Alves apart is that his head was severed and preserved at the University of Lisbon's Faculty of Medicine, in a glass jar filled with formaldehyde. The reason for this was partly due to trends and timing. At the time of Alves' execution, phrenology was taking off, and researchers believed that certain mental or character traits were determined by the shape of one's skull. Scientists were eager to understand what made a person like Alves so undeniably evil. Not much is known about the results of the study on Alves, as little recorded evidence remains. However, his head can still be seen by students and the deeply curious.